Hey buddy, welcome back to the channel and to World of Warships. Today we're driving the Tier 9 Premium French Baguette, the Jean Bart, on Land on Fire, and it's a 3-cap domination game, 2 destroyers and 1 carrier on each team. So, as you can see on the minimap, we spawned on, well, pretty much the weak side of the team. So I was first considering maybe joining my teammates in the center and maybe push for the B cap, so we could maybe have control over C and B. But Jutland on our team looks like he actually wants to go for the A cap, which I totally understand actually, because being a DD main, you know that pushing the B cap in a game with carriers, radar cruisers and destroyers are usually not a good tactic on whichever map you happen to play on. So he chose to play push for the A cap instead, which I totally understand. And he is pinging us in the map or in chat. So we will try and turn around, me and the Iowa. And Neptune is already on his way. So this ship is a ship I haven't really covered that much on the channel. I purchased it actually during my hiatus, when I was away from the game for about 3 months in the end of last year, because I had so much coal in my account, and I actually could use one of those coupons from Wargaming to purchase this great ship with the coal. So I haven't really played it that much, because it is kind of a special battleship, you could say. It has somewhat low caliber guns, somewhat low range secondaries if you compare it to its French Tier 9 counterparts in the silver tech tree line, the Alsace, who has I think 11.3 kilometer secondaries, and also the Republique. This has I think it's 8.8 kilometers. It also has only 8 guns positioned in the front of the ship, as you can see. So it's good at pretty much going bow in. It's also equipped with the French cruiser specialty, the main armament reload booster, which means that 5 times during the game you can activate the reload booster and pretty much squeeze out 3 salvos from the main battery instead of just 1. So during if you shoot and activate the reload booster, you can pretty much get 2 more salvos within 25 to 30 seconds. Now I'm trying to get a bearing on how many ships actually are pushing this A cap, because I don't really want to end up in a crossfire situation, especially with a couple of Musashis on the enemy team. So enemy Yugumo pops up within my secondary range, so I'm just guessing he just has launched his torps. I'm not really sure why he got spotted, if it was the Neptune or maybe the airplanes. The Iowa on our team managed to dodge the first salvo from the Yugomo, but since I am a big fan of the Yugomo, I have many games in the Yugomo uploaded on my channel, and I always play my Yugomo with the torp reload booster instead of the smoke. And I'm not really sure if this guy, since he's not dropping a smoke screen, I pretty much need to draw the conclusion that he is running the torp reload booster, which means he can drop a third and fourth salvo. I do manage to take a cheeky blind shot at him and manage to take him out, but there is still a bit of a threat of torps in the water. Same time, I'm getting pushed by this enemy Izumo and Musashi, so I need to try and angle my ship, at the same time trying to position myself behind this island, so I'm not getting focused by everything and everyone. Now the Musashi is starting to show a whole lot of broadside, but then he angles away. Now I'm not really sure if I have the gun caliber to actually punch through the broadside of a Musashi. The Fiji makes a suicide run trying to get torps off against the Iowa, which he actually managed to do and sink. The Musashi was turning in, so of course doing that he's lifting up his broadside even more out of the water, but it doesn't seem like I could really do anything about it, because I got 2 over penetrations and a ricochet. So now I'm just trying to get some spotting from the other side of this island, because it's a Tirpitz, it's a Izumo, it's a Musashi. So of course I can't really push around, because that would be suicide, but I also would love to see where the Izumo and Tirpitz are heading, because if they decide to pretty much charge my position, well, then it would be a really short fight. Especially considering Tirpitz has torpedoes as well. I'm trying to angle my side armor against these incoming Musashi shots, but of course he blaps right through my side armor and punish me quite harshly. Also getting dropped by the enemy carrier. Now the Tirpitz at least... Oh shit. Okay. I wasn't expecting this Izumo to do this push. This would be a great opportunity to have my gun reload booster, but of course showing this amount of broadside to me, it's not really a problem for me to get 4 citadels and pretty much crippling his ship. I don't really know what this guy was thinking when he pushed. I mean, he must have known we were 2 battleships and a destroyer as well on this side, but hey. So this Tirpitz is just a little bit too close for comfort for me to just push past this corner. Also being pretty much focus of every enemy on this side of the map in the last couple of minutes, I thought I just maybe take a small breather and let my battleship buddy here take some of the focus for a couple of seconds. Me being dropped again by the carrier. The thing I fear the most with the Tirpitz is, of course, He has really potent secondaries, which would set me on fire, and also his torps. So that combined with having the focus of the enemy carrier is not really that good of an idea to just push through. But he seems to be leaving his position. He's getting chased away by Jutland torpedoes, and is also really low. So I feel like now is a good time to push on. He's quite angled, so I go for the superstructure instead, and securing my third kill. And here comes the Lexington again. That you can actually say about Jean Bart, as well as the Alsace and Republique. They do actually have quite potent anti-aircraft, especially at the start of the game at least. Not so much in the middle of the game. But I do manage to wear down the squadron that first went for the Jutland, and then tried to go after me as well. So I'm just complimenting the Jutland in chat, because I think he has done a really great job this game, helping out and really being a great team player. He was trying to smoke me up before when I was kind of caught behind the island, and has really helped out on this flank. Now I am waiting a bit to engage this Fredrik de Grosse, because I don't want anyone to reset my cap progress, because I do really want this cap. But since we got it, I can start engaging the Fredrik de Grosse and also push the B cap with my Jutland buddy here. I see a Charles Martel really angled, not really the ideal target to try and take a shot at, since they are moving really quick and usually have some kind of spaced armor, which can make it really tricky, especially for a battleship with my caliber of guns, to really punish them. I do have an enemy Musashi on my right side, down south of C-cap, that I do have to have in mind as well. Because if I show my broadside to him, he can pretty much blap me at this health that I am right now. I am managing doing some ship damage to the French cruiser Charles Martel. But now I have position on the Fredrik de Grosse instead. And since he as well are quite good angled, I try and focus the superstructure instead. It could probably be a good idea to switch to HE with my main armament reload booster, but it looks like he's already on fire, and it looks like he has that fire prevention skill, so I'm not really sure how effective that would have been. So I'm thinking that I will just try and push in as much as possible, and also getting some extra help from my secondaries, as you can see blasts off in the background. I do have a health advantage and I'm pretty well angled, and I finally managed to secure the kill and get my 4th kill of the game. And of course, when you manage to get... Uh-oh, Musashi shots. Damn. Holy crap, that lead was bad. Well, as I said, when you always when you manage to get 4 kills in a game, you of course starting to sense that Kraken coming on. But it's gonna be a hard one to achieve, since there are only 2 ships left. One is a carrier, and the second is Yamato clone, which have been proven before in the game. I have a bit of a issue penetrating its citadel. But no risk, no reward. God hates a coward and all that jazz. So here we go, guys. It's time to make our final stand. Now I will have to try and angle and hopefully duke him into taking a shot at my angled broadside instead of just blapping me through my nose right into my citadel. So I'm trying not to go fully bow in, but instead trying to angle my ship so maybe he think he can shoot my broadside instead. He gets quite a good shot at me, but at least it's no citadel, so I use my heal, trying to get as much health back as possible. There are also some incoming torps from the Jutland. I'm not really sure if they're gonna have range or not. If I'm not mistaken, Jutland has 10 or 11 km torps. Now this Musashi is continuing to just show broadside to me, so I'm just hoping to have some good RNG. I mean, it's not really that big damage you managed to do. Wow, actually a citadel. That was nice. Now I damaged my turret, so I have 1 gun left. Come on, baby. Oh, finally. Our final citadel, the 5th kill, and of course, Kraken unleashed. What a game. Holy crap, this was intense. 2 caps, 2 cap resets, 5 kills, and 152,000 damage. I am watching Flamba's stream a bit, because it looks like this ship is one of his new favorites in the game. So I'm actually watching his stream and YouTube videos, trying to get better at playing this ship, because I do think it has great potential if you just learn to master it well. But as you can see, this game was quite nice. Over 800,000 credits, 13,000 experience, Dreadnought, Kraken unleashed, 152,000 damage done, 6 citadels, 4 on the broadside Izumo, 2 caps, 2 cap resets, almost 3,000 base experience, and 45 planes actually. So probably a pretty good battleship actually to play in this current CV meta. I have to compliment, I mean, the Belfast, a tier 7 in a tier 9 game. Okay, Belfast is Belfast, but still a good game. Also a good game to the Lexington player and the Jutland player as well. And here you can see 2.1 million potential damage, so I tanked quite a bit for the team. And of course being focused a whole lot by the enemy carrier pretty much all the game, so... I wanna thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please leave a like and a comment below. And subscribe to the channel for more amazing gameplays from World of Warships. Until next time guys, have a good one. Bye bye.